This is the PicoCalc from Clockwork. It's a handheld computer released in 2025 that feels more like a retro 8-bit machine, even if it's way more capable. It's built with the intention of being hacked and programmed by the user. The default software is interesting, but I think its real potential lies in custom firmware. The hardware is excellent with a clicky QWERTY keyboard and a crisp 320 by 320 color screen. As you can probably tell, I managed to somehow break my screen and I'm still waiting on a replacement. So you'll see some random lines running through the display during this video, but we'll power through. Even with the damage, the default software only scratches the surface of what this thing can do. So I decided to build my own custom firmware from the ground up to see if I could unlock some of that hidden potential. I wanted to add things like Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, applications, social media, a few games, and some simple network tools. In this video, I'll show you exactly how I did it. So what is the PicoCalc really? At its heart, it's a tiny portable computer designed for tinkering. The official firmware runs Picomite, which is a port of Basic. This is great and it boots straight into a programming prompt. You can write your own basic programs, manage files, and even control the GPIO pins. But the hardware itself is just begging for more. It's built around the Raspberry Pi Pico, and some models can even be upgraded to the Pico W for built-in Wi-Fi. The community is already doing all sorts of interesting things with it, like turning it into a synthesizer or running NES emulators. I wanted to take a different approach. Instead of just loading one piece of software, I wanted to build an entirely new operating system for it, a custom firmware that would change it from a single purpose device into more of a multi-tool. I decided to call it Picoware, and my goal was to add Wi-Fi and Bluetooth connectivity, a suite of powerful network and security tools, and of course, some apps, games, screensavers, social media, and more. Before writing any code, the first thing to do is look at the hardware. The transparent case makes it easy to see the main components. We have the 320 by 320 screen, the keyboard PCB, and the main board with the Raspberry Pi Pico, which is the brains of the operation. My model came with the standard Pico, but to get any Wi-Fi functionality, I had to swap it for a Pico W. This is a pretty simple upgrade, and it's the key to adding any networking features. With the hardware sorted, the next step is the firmware. Firmware is the low-level software that tells the hardware what to do. My plan was to replace the default Picomite firmware with my own. The standard way to flash new firmware onto a Pico is by using boot select mode. You hold down the boot button while plugging it into a computer and it appears as a USB drive. You can then just drag and drop a UF2 file onto it. The device will reboot, and just like that, it's running the new software. This is where Picoware comes in. It's an open source custom firmware I developed specifically for Raspberry Pi Pico devices like this one. The goal was to create a modular and feature-rich experience that anyone could contribute to. When developing for the Pico, you have a few choices for the programming environment, like the official C or C++ SDK, CircuitPython, and even the Arduino framework. I decided to support all three, but the most feature-complete version of Picoware right now uses the Arduino IDE. This environment makes it easier to work with a wide range of pre-built hardware and libraries, which was perfect for what I had in mind. With the firmware installed, the calculator reboots, but instead of the Basic prompt, it shows my custom Picoware splash screen. Again, please excuse the lines from my broken screen, but as we see on top, the device type and the Wi-Fi status are neatly displayed. From the desktop, pressing up will take you to the library. This is the main menu where you can navigate to all the different features, broken down into categories like applications, system, Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, games, and screensavers. Let's check out the Wi-Fi menu. Here you can connect to your saved network or scan for all by nearby access points. There's also a settings area to type in and save Wi-Fi credentials directly to the device's flash storage. But connectivity isn't just limited to Wi-Fi. The Bluetooth menu includes a whole new set of capabilities. You can perform a classic Bluetooth scan or a BLE scan to discover nearby devices. Even better, you can turn the PicoCalc into a wireless peripheral. The Bluetooth BLE keyboard feature lets you send keystrokes to a connected computer or phone. And the BLE mouse feature allows you to control the cursor all from this tiny device. The application menu opens up even more possibilities by using the Wi-Fi connection. It includes a client for Flip Social, which is a network for hobbyist devices, letting you connect with others. There's also a GPS app to fetch your location data and a weather app to pull down the latest forecast for your area. And of course, there's a games menu preloaded with classics like Doom, Flappy Bird, and Tetris. And finally, the system menu contains essential utilities. You can find background information about Picoware, see hardware details and system info, reboot the device into bootloader mode for flashing new firmware, or just do a quick soft reset. The screensavers menu has some cool visualizers like Spyro and a classic Starfield simulation. So was it worth the effort? Absolutely. It went from a device with a potential to a genuinely useful and fun gadget that I will actually carry around. Being able to quickly scan a network or play a game without pulling out a laptop is just incredibly useful. This project just goes to show that you don't have to be stuck with the software a device comes with. The hardware is often far more capable than you might think. And the best part is, this is just the beginning for Picoware. I built it as an open source project so that anyone can contribute. I've put all the code on GitHub and started a Discord for anyone who wants to help, build their own apps, or just show off what they've done with the PicoCalc. The links to the GitHub repository and the Discord are in the description below. I'm excited to see what other people do with this. Let me know in the comments what features you think I should add next. I'm JBlanked. Thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.